What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 19 Ultimate Team sniping video. Yes, a sniping video. I know it's been a minute, but I'll admit I've been a little bit, it's been stale for me. The coin value is so low, and I haven't felt like the necessity to snipe. I'm sitting at close to 5 million with every player I want. So it does seem a little bit tedious to snipe, but I do think for the sake of the channel, a lot of people want to see sniping. So I want to show some sniping, actually live sniping, and we're going to start with how to snipe with the Team Builder edition. So we're going to look at Team Builders today and see if we can snipe some live stuff, and hopefully if you're new, you'll learn something about how the auction house works and how you can make coins on this, and if you're experienced, you know, maybe there's something in here that we can learn together as we go through this and see if it actually is a good filter or not. So let's go ahead and dive into it. If you enjoy the video, if it's helpful, or you just love it so much, a like would be appreciated. Let's go ahead and check out all the team builders. I won't spend too much time on each overall, but I do want to talk about each one. The thing with the 8081s, 33 minutes. They sell for about 2,000, so even if you get a snipe on them, you're really going to make very small profits, right? 1,800 after tax. So what are you really sniping for? To me, it's not worth it. At 33 minutes, you're going to have to do maybe some all offense. You can mess with the search bar, cap value and stuff. There's really just not much to be had there. So we're going to move on from 8081. I don't think it's very good. 8283, close to 59 minutes right now. Again, about 4,000 minimum. They sell for probably more like 4,500. But let's just say you get 4,000 back after tax. So say you did sell them for about 4,500. Again, even if you're gonna have to buy them for what, 3 and under to make 1,000 coins, it's really not much profit. And these snipes are decently competitive. So to me, again, next, I'm not really feeling it because there's just not enough profit to be had. 8485 doesn't exist. 86 to 87, definitely a popular one. 1 hour, this looks perfect. They sell for, I think these sell for about, you just look for the ones that are closest to expiring. Closer to 16, the 86s you can sell for about 16. The 87s, again, you can just look to see like, okay, where's the first 87? Is it close? It's been up for a while. You could use Mutthead to see, like, just check like Brandon Card, and you'll find out probably about 18,000 is about what you can sell these for, maybe a tad more. So we got the 86s, we got the 87 prices, about 16 and 18, we'll say. Again, those are general. You could, you know, it's always going to change a little bit, but it's pretty easy to find out. Just look for the ones that maybe have about 20 minutes left and see what they're up for, and just maybe undercut it by a couple hundred, and that's about the max, well, roughly, that you're going to get for it. Maybe a little bit more, but that should give you a basic idea. So 86 to 87 looks good there. That's pretty much how I figure out my prices. Okay, we do want to get back to that, but let's go ahead and move on. 88 to 89s, which is a good filter as well. 88 sell for, again, look for ones, you know, 45, so that's been up for 15, 27. Oh, this one's good. About 27,000, 88 overalls sell for. And then you can look for the 89s, which hopefully I don't miss one. 89's about 30. This one's been up for 12 minutes, so maybe a little bit more. 30,500-ish, 31,000, closer to that, perhaps. So, you know, somewhere around 27 and 30, 31 for the 89s. Pretty easy there. I don't think 991s exist. 9293s, 90,000. Let's see. Is there any? These are all really new. 93, still all pretty new. 95. So minimum 92 sell for about 95. And then just look for the first 93, which is around 100,000, maybe a tad more, maybe 105,000. Again, just rough ideas. So then when you see a snipe, you'll know if it's a snipe. Now, of course, some of these cards go for more than the minimum, of course, but at least gives you an idea. I don't have to know every single card price to know if it's a snipe, right? Like, if I see a 94 Patrick Chung up for 120,000, when the cheapest 94s are for 160,000, obviously I know that is indeed a snipe. So this looks to be about 160, maybe 165. They probably can sell for closer to that for the 94s. And then just look for a 95. Hopefully I don't miss one. 95, there's a Brandon Graham. Show me a 95. Or don't show it, I guess it'll be worth more, I guess. I think around, there's 205, 205. They still have a while left. 211. So maybe closer to 220, it looks like. I might have missed one, but somewhere around 220 on that. And that's all of them. So we got our prices kind of, you can write those down, of course, take the 10% off, of course, for tax. And we have our prices. And like I said, I would personally steer away from 82, 83, 80, 81 to 83s, 80 to 83s, because they're just too cheap. 86, 87s, we do pop up to a decent price. So I do think that you could snipe these. I know this is a popular one. You could simply just go down to cat value and just double click, bam, bam, and see it, you know, and you see the loading bar in the bottom. That is refreshing. We'll see, well, something will pop up right now, right now. Yep, there you go. So it's refreshing every time you do that. Just double click AA or XX on PlayStation, and there you go. It's there. It will refresh, and hopefully, you know, we'll get a snipe. 86, 87 is fine. Like, we could definitely buy the, what do we sell them for? About 18. Not much profit, 700 coins. Probably not the way where we want to, you know, where we want to pull the trigger there, but you could definitely do it. It looks like these are getting posted all together, so somebody's using the app, it looks like. I think it looks like somebody is very much liking the app, or maybe they're doing it manually. It feels like the app. All right, 88 to 89. This is the one I think could be the most successful. About 26 and 30, 27 and 30. So again, new. See if we can a newest or buy now. Either one is fine. If you don't feel comfortable doing newest, you can do buy now, because most of the prices are very similar for these cards. So you definitely don't have to do newest. It's sort of just used to it. And when you get to the higher overalls, it's just better to do newest. It's easier to see. Like if there's a 95 posted, they go for say 225. There's one posted for 170. You're not gonna see it, but if you do by newest, you will. And you know, that's 30K right there after tax. Like obviously that's a good deal. So you want to make sure you get those. So newest is preferred there. But on the lower overalls, of course, like this, you could definitely go newest, or sorry, buy now, if you feel more comfortable with that. I'm always a newest guy. I like newest. You may be a buy now person, which is completely fine. Okay, come on. Let's go ahead and see. So, to me, like when I usually am sniping, oh, that's a buy, of course. When I'm usually sniping, I usually like doing team by team because the variety. So I don't like to sit on one filter over and over again and just keep, you know, obviously just wait until something pops up. To me, that's usually not my style. But when you're going for big snipes, that's usually the best way to do it. Go on the bigger filters and just keep refreshing. To me, it's usually not something I do. But let's go ahead and see. Again, I already knew they would sell for close to 31, and I looked it up on Mutthead, and guess what it said these were? 31. So honestly, you probably could. I see one sell for 32. You probably could get a tad more for them. So I'll go ahead and put them up for 32 indeed. Might as well try to get as much as I can. There's no punishment for having to repost, except the punishment for having to repost, which is kind of annoying going into your, going back into your binder. I'll admit it. I usually kind of undercut a little bit because I don't like reposting, but there's really no reason not to try to get maximum value generally. So Jack Doyle, that's really solid there. What we pay about, what, 25, a little under 25, I think. So a solid snipe, nothing crazy, but at least it gets us on the board. 1993s, another solid one. I'm just going to sort by time remaining. How close is this to 3 hours? So it's pretty solid. It's a pretty good filter, again, for one that just likes to refresh and just keep popping up cards, and 94, 95 as well. And that's it. That's the filters. There's not much to it. There's obviously, because you're seeing the newest cards, there's really no reason to make it more complicated than that, besides just going through and seeing if we can get something. So let's go ahead. Now we're in it. We're actually going to see if we can snipe a little bit. Obviously, we got the Doyle, but we're going to keep going here. Hopefully, we don't miss anything, of course. We don't know every price. We're just kind of using our brain, our noggin, and see if that will work and making some coins instead of knowing. I don't know any of these prices, honestly. I couldn't tell you outside of what I just went through, and I think that's a pretty good way to do it. You don't have to know every single price on the auction house to be successful. I hardly ever know any prices, maybe a few, you know, here and there. But all right, come on, baby. Maybe we'll hit something, you know, nice 10K, 20K. Snipe would be nice. 100,000. How much kick power does he have? 94. All right. Okay. Next, I just got distracted there. All right, keep going. 160. Legatron there. 86 to 87. 22,000. Not a buy. That's okay. I was thinking I was on 88 to 89. So that is, of course, when you're going through a bunch of them, that would be the issue. Make sure you don't pay more than what they go for. Like I almost did. Oh, 130. Okay, wait, I gotta buy it. Why am I waiting here? Okay, nice. I got it for 130. So we've said minimum they sell for about 160. So that's what I wanted. I wanted to get something like that, right? So Ingram 94. I don't know why I waited so long to buy it, but minimum. So even if I don't know any other card, and I can't believe I got that, honestly, because I completely choked that. I'm like, why am I looking? Okay. So even if nothing else, 160, even if that's what he sells for, and I paid 130, that 10% tax is 144. That's 14K right there, minimum, and he might go for more. Turns out he doesn't. He is one, you know, they're probably all around the same price in all honesty. But I'll go ahead and refresh this. See what the, come on, Mutthead. I got a fast internet. It's not me, Mutthead. It's not me, it's you. May not refresh. Okay, it said 1 minute. I don't know. It says it's refreshing. I don't know what's going on. But the last one sold for 166. 167, 161, 130, 166, 167, 161, a lot of 161s. So it looks like we can sell this for 167. So not only did I get, you know, I'm going to be able to sell it for 167. I'm going to put a 167 on the nose. But I thought I was only going to get 160 out of it. Guess what? I just gained like another 10K out of that. Let's go. That's great. A great way to showcase the power of you don't have to know every price, of course, even though I almost choked that. I did. I almost choked it. So here, okay, I could go ahead and buy this Giovanni Bernard. I did not buy him. I know that they sell for about 18, no matter what card it is. That's 1,200 coins. It's not much, but when you're only risking 15, 1,200 coins is still not bad, in my opinion. In my opinion, I personally don't think 1,200 is that bad. I would always take 1,200 coins if it's given to me. Unfortunately, somebody took it from me. Somebody else got it before I did, but I would always take it before. I honestly didn't even know this Derek Carr existed. I have not been keeping up with the lower overalls, unless they're Texans or it's like a really good card that like catches people's attention. Really just haven't been paying too close attention, but really solid there. So I'm really happy I got the. So I guess now I should probably talk about like my takes on a filter like this, and in my experience, if I think it's a good one overall. I think what you'll find is, I'm going to check this Emmanuel Sanders. The reason I was checking is because I saw this one that was posted earlier for 428 when I was messing around with the filters, you know, test and see if I got it down and such. And so I'm like, is he really worth 400? No. No, he's not. But, because I see the other one up for 241 and he's been up for 7 minutes. But my take on this filter is, a lot of times what I do, if you missed any of my sniping on Twitch, then you know I like to go team by team, and I like variety. I don't like to sit on the same filter over and over again and just refresh. It's just not my style because I like to see a bunch of new cards. I just get bored with it, so that's why you see me do that. It's not necessarily the best filter, but it's something that I can keep engaged, and that's why I do something like that. Something like this, I think, is going to be boring. I don't think it's going to be one of those things that you're going to be really pumped to get on your Xbox or PlayStation or get on your PC and be like, yeah, I'm going to go snipe for a little bit. It's not one of those that you're going to be really excited about, but I do think for a beginner to intermediate filter or coin making method, I think it's really solid. It's way, you know, it's going to be way better than playing like head to head. You know, you're going to be some, you know, you're going to get those chances where. So let's go ahead and just buy this Alfred here. You're going to have those times when you buy, you know, cards for those that, what, 20K I just made on Melvin Ingram. You're going to have those mixed in there. You're even going to have more than that. Like, I got the Melvin Ingram. You're going to find some for 100K sometimes, you know, and sell them for 165. Like, there's going to be those in there. So you're easily going to make more coins over the course of time than you would, you know, playing head-to-head or doing pretty much anything else. If you just know your prices, which I showed you how easy it is to know your prices. It's not, you know, something overly complicated that maybe people try to complicate sometimes. It's not. It's you know, what I just, it's pretty straightforward. So I do think I could buy that. I could also buy this, okay, he's gone, that Hargrave. I could have, again, another one. I could have made maybe 1,000 on it. But it's just, to me, I think that it's going to get a little repetitious. Is that what I'm looking for? And I'm not sure. You see somebody undercut this Ingram. This Ingram's going to sell in the next probably 5 minutes, I bet. So don't freak out. Don't take your Ingram down and put him up for 155. No, don't cut. Just trust the process. Trust the process. If I have to repost it overnight, I'll repost it overnight. It's not that big a deal, especially on these bigger snipes. I mean, the difference between 20K and 30K, like, of course, like, that's worth it in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think of this filter. I think overall, again, like I said, I think there's a lot of coins to be made on these team builders. I do want to look at other filters and see if there's other stuff out there in the programs that we could find that might be a little bit more profitable but I do think there is a lot to be had here because they're really good. There's a lot of team builders being posted. There's a lot of coins out there that people are just giving away when they post Mark Ingram's for 130K. Like, that's silly. That's just silly. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy a different kind of video, looking at a filter, talking about it, and then letting my opinion, on it if it's good or not. And my take is, I think it's kind of in the middle of the road. I don't think it's, if you're really good at sniping, you're probably gonna find that working team by team or something a little more complicated where you have to really show your skill a little bit more. Could be a little bit more profitable, but I still think there's a lot of profits to be had. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, hope you enjoyed. That's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma, out.